Welcome, yogi friends, back to my channel, Yoga with Ruby. Today we're going to focus on our low back. So many people suffer with low back pain or low back discomfort, and today's practice is going to target just that. Feel free to grab a blanket or a towel or anything so that when we do sit up, you may want to place this underneath your sitting bones. Totally optional, with or without it will work just fine. And we're going to start lying on our back, coming gently to lie down, and keep your knees bent and keep the soles of your feet planted on the earth with your heels close to your glutes. And maybe if it's a little more comfortable, separate your feet a little wider and let your knees knock into one another. And just begin to allow the breath to settle. Maybe you flip your palms face up. Allow the body to begin to settle. And just bring awareness into your breath. No need to make any changes. Just focusing on the inhalation and the exhalation of the cool air going in through the nose and the warm breath going back out. Letting your mind settle. Leaving the to-do lists behind, any thoughts of the past or the future, allowing them to begin to melt away as you bring all of your awareness into your breath. Filling your body up with breath as you inhale and letting it all go as your back sinks even deeper into the mat as you exhale. And 2 more breaths like that. Filling up with breath, feeling your torso expand, your belly expand. And as you exhale, everything contracts. And now bring your knees in towards your chest. Maybe you give yourself a hug, maybe you don't, your choice. And just breathe deeply in. No need to pull them in really close. Just allow them to land naturally. And maybe you begin to sway side to side, gently massaging your low back. Keeping that connection with your breath, breathing in and out of your nose. And you can stay here, or you can begin to press the knees out. Maybe place your palms on your knees. And then you can bring them back in toward the chest. Moving with the breath. Inhale, pressing the knees out. And exhale, bringing the knees towards your chest. 2 more times like that. Breathe in, push out. Exhale, bring them in close. And 1 more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then separate your knees. Push them away from the body, bring them together and bring them back in. A few times like that. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Any direction works fine. Keep that connection with the breath. The breath is so important. Really filling up the body on the inhale. And then allowing the tension to release from your body and from your mind on the exhale. And then go in the opposite direction. 2 to 3 more breaths like this. Last time here. Now lower your feet down onto your mat and cross your right leg over the left and allow your legs to fall toward the left. And open your arms wide like a T. And maybe you look to the right, allowing the knees to fall toward the earth as you relax your hips, your knees, ankles, and feet. Fill up the back body with breath, and then exhale, let go. And 2 more breaths here. With every exhale, notice how the hips, the knees, the feet Let go a little more. And on your next inhale, bring your knees back up through center. Uncross the right leg. Shift the hips back toward the center of your mat and then cross the left leg over the right and allow the knees to fall toward the right. Maybe you look to the left and let gravity take your knees even deeper toward the earth as you relax the hips, the ankles, and the feet. A few breaths here. With every exhale, notice how the body wants to relax even more. Let it go. Allow the muscles to release. Allow the tension to release into the earth. One more breath. And on your next inhale, come back through center. Uncross your legs and hug your knees into your chest one more time. Depending on how you're feeling today, maybe bring your forehead to meet the knees. Feel that deep stretch in the upper back, low back. Maybe sway side to side. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release the shoulders and the head back down onto the mat and grab behind your thighs. If you already have a lot of low back discomfort, maybe you just roll onto your side and press yourself into a seat. Otherwise, grab behind your thighs and begin to rock forward and back, massaging the spine up and down and creating a little momentum. And then arrive in a seat. And here's where you can find your blanket or your towel. You can sit the sitting bones right on the edge of your blanket or towel to create a little length in your spine. And cross the left foot over the right. And take a big breath in to grow a little taller through your spine. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Place your right palm behind you. And use your left hand on your right leg to help you lengthen through the spine as you inhale. And as you exhale, gently twist a little deeper. Avoid cranking the body. Just allow the body to naturally twist as you exhale. And take 2 breaths here. And untwist. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, twist to the left. Breathe in to lengthen. And exhale, bend a little deeper. Twist a little deeper. Untwist. Ground down through the seat. And if this is not comfortable, if sitting on a blanket or a towel doesn't serve you, feel free to remove it. Ground down through your seat. Begin to engage the muscles in the core. So think of hugging the navel in toward the spine. Think of hugging the ribs in. Imagine a corset cinching in the waist. Or think of a zipper zipping up the waist all the way from where your zipper would begin on your pants all the way through the chest. Hug everything in, breathe in, reach your arms up toward the sky. And as you exhale, begin to hinge at the waist. So keep the sitting bones grounded onto the earth and fold forward. And let your palms land wherever they may. Take a big breath in to create a little more length in the spine. And then as you exhale, fold forward. Find what feels good here for you. Allow your head, neck, and shoulders to be heavy. And use your palms. Press into the palms. Keep the sitting bones and the hips grounded into the earth. Breathe in and breathe out. Every inhale is an opportunity to create a little more length in the spine. And every exhale is an opportunity to bend a little deeper. And release the tension a little further. And on your next inhale, walk your hands closer to your body. Sit up nice and tall. Stack the shoulders over the hips and take a breath. Inhale, sweep your arms up toward the sky. And as you exhale, lower your palms down to your heart. Relax the shoulders. And maybe set an intention for your day or for your practice here. And release your palms at your sides. And bring your left leg in and the right leg on the outside now. So switch your legs and your feet. Ground down through your seat, sit nice and tall, hug in the core, cinch in the waist. Breathe in to reach up and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Plant the palms, press into the palms, keep the sitting bones grounded, and then relax the head, neck, and shoulders as you allow yourself to melt deeper into the pose here. Creating space in the lower back body. Breathe in, fill the back body with breath. And exhale, let go, release, and relax. 2 more breaths. And walk your hands close to your body and make your way onto your hands and knees. Move the blanket or the towel off to the side. And come to find alignment in your tabletop pose. Align your wrists under your shoulders, spread your fingers wide, and align your knees under your hips. And create space in the shoulder blades. Press into the fingertips and imagine separating the shoulders away from one another. And take a breath in as you begin to lower the belly as you arch your back, lift your heart, round your tailbone high toward the sky. And as you exhale, press into the mat, keeping the arms straight. Tuck the chin toward the chest, tailbone down toward the heels. And again, on the inhale, you lower your belly, lift the heart, send the tailbone high. And on the exhale, press and round. Tuck the chin. And take a few more rounds just like this, exaggerating the arching of the back and exaggerating the rounding of the spine. Your breath leads your movement. Last round, inhale, shine the heart. Exhale, round the spine. Come to a neutral spine. And then sink your hips towards your heels. Maybe you bring your knees as wide as your mat. And then reach toward the top of your mat for your child's pose. Lower your forehead down onto the earth or near the earth. Reach your fingertips toward the top of the mat and sink the hips and the sitting bones toward the heels. Breathe in and breathe out. 1 more breath. And on your next inhale, lift the forehead away from the earth and begin to walk your palms toward the right side of your room. Once you feel a stretch on the left side of the body, lower the forehead back down, and maybe you place your left palm on top of the right. Press into the palms to send that left hip toward the left heel. Create even more space in the left side of your body. And take 2 deep breaths here. And on your next inhale, walk back through center. And as you exhale, walk over toward the left. And once you feel the stretch on the right side, let the forehead melt down toward the earth. Maybe you place your right palm on top of the left and press into the palms. Send that right hip toward the right heel. Feel that deep stretch in the right side of the body. Breathe in, send your breath up the right side. And then exhale, release, relax, and let go. 1 more breath. And on your next inhale, walk back through center. Press into the tops of the feet, press into the palms, round forward onto all fours. And then tuck your toes under and press your hips high toward the sky into a downward facing dog. Separate your feet at least hips distance apart. Bend your knees and lower the heart toward the thighs as you send your hips toward the sky. Press into all 10 fingerprints. Press the biceps in toward one another. Think of spinning your elbow creases up toward the sky. And take a big breath in. Biceps are in line with your ears. And maybe you begin to walk it out. Keep that connection with your breath. Filling the body on the inhale. And letting everything go on the exhale. One more breath. And you can lower your knees down at any time if you need a break. And come to find stillness in your down dog. Keep the bend in the knees. Keep sending the hips high. Create length in the spine. Breathe in. And as you exhale, begin to press the heels toward the earth. And it's totally okay if they don't touch. Just yearning for the earth with the heels. Inhale, look up. And as you exhale, take a few steps toward the top of your mat. Once you arrive, glide your palms up your thighs to lift halfway. Press your palms into your thighs. Send the crown of the head forward and the tailbone back. Cinch in the waist. Bring the navel in toward the spine. Breathe in. And as you exhale, bend your knees to fold forward. Maybe you catch opposite elbows. Feet or hips distance apart here, and you can measure that by using 2 fists in between your feet. And let your head, neck, shoulders be heavy, allowing the crown of the head to reach toward the earth. Maybe swaying side to side. Keep the knees bent here to create that space in the low back. We're here for a few breaths. Find what feels good. Maybe you let your arms hang. If you're looking for a deeper stretch, you can interlace your palms behind your head. Let your elbows frame your face. So whatever feels good in your body here today. Ground down through your feet. Strong legs here. Finding a balance between the strength in the legs and the ease in the upper body. One more breath. And release the grip of the elbows or wherever your arms may be. Lower them down onto the mat. And as you inhale, lift halfway. Glide your palms up to your thighs. And as you exhale, create the length. Crown of the head forward, tailbone back. Breathe in. And as you exhale, fold. Plant your palms and maybe come onto the balls of the feet. Lift the heels and then bend the knees even more until your sitting bones meet your heels. Maybe bring your feet together. Lower the chin toward the chest and lower the heels down as much as you comfortably can. And take 2 breaths here. Lift the gaze toward the top of the mat and then reach behind you to come into a seat. Sitting halfway down on the mat, extend your legs out long, flex your feet, and then bring a slight or a generous bend into the knees. You want to send the tailbone down and back, so sitting up nice and tall. Relax the shoulders, cinch in the waist. Inhale, reach your arms up toward the sky. And as you exhale, hinge at the waist, fold forward over your legs, and allow your arms to land wherever they land. Let your chin tuck in toward the chest. Let your head, neck, and shoulders be heavy. And the goal here is to feel the stretch in the lower back. So if it's available to you, you can straighten the legs a little or a lot. but make sure that you're still feeling the stretching in the low back. So keep grounding the sitting bones down. Keep sending the pelvis back, the sitting bones back in space. Keep sending the sitting bones back in space as you lengthen through the spine. And take a big breath in. And then exhale, let go, and release over the legs fully and completely. One more breath. Lift your gaze towards your toes. Extend your arms out in front of you. Reach toward the front of the room. Big breath in as you come all the way up. And then lower your palms to your heart. Release your palms at your sides, and maybe you straighten your legs here. Press your palms into the earth. Straighten the arms and sit nice and tall. Take a big breath in, hug in the core. And stay here for your exhale. And one more breath like that. Now bend your knees and slowly lower yourself back down onto the earth. You can grab behind your thighs as you, with control, let yourself all the way back down. And once you arrive, hug your knees in toward your chest. Sway side to side. And take a few breaths here. Breathe in. Open your arms wide like a T, and as you exhale, let both of your knees fall to the left. And maybe you look to the right. Supine twist here, creating space in the low back and the hips. Come back through center on your inhale. And as you exhale, let your knees fall to the right. And try to bring the knees closer toward the chest. Maybe you align your ankles with your knees and look to the left. Next inhale, come back through center. Maybe you hug your knees into your chest one more time. And as you exhale, begin to extend everything out long. Now, if you have your blanket or your towel, maybe you place the blanket underneath your knees to create a little space in your low back. If you don't have the towel, it's totally fine. And rest your arms at your sides. Take up space. So move the arms away from the body. Maybe you flip your palms face up. And allow your knees, ankles, and feet to fall open. Close your eyes. And let your body be heavy. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, let go. Let go of any tension in your body. Release any tension in your mind. Release any thoughts that no longer serve you. Any fears, worries, doubts. Just let them all go. Breathe in. And as you exhale, allow yourself to surrender to your mat, to surrender to the earth for a few breaths. Begin to bring the awareness back into your breath, back into your body. Maybe you wiggle fingers and toes. Feel free to roll your ankles and wrists. Maybe move your head gently side to side. And then bend your knees. Roll over onto any side. Maybe use your bicep or your forearms as a pillow. And give yourself 2 cleansing breaths here. And feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. If you'd like to finish up with me, press yourself gently into a comfortable seat. Feel free to sit on the towel or the blanket if you like the way that felt before. And rest your palms in your lap or on your thighs. Maybe close your eyes. And take a big inhale. An open mouth exhale out. One more time like that. Inhale. And exhale to let it go. And bring your palms together at your heart center. And bow your head. Thank yourself for gifting yourself this time to quiet the mind and connect your body and your breath and find feel-good movements today. I thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. I send you love, light, and gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And know that this is a practice. So one practice may help you feel better for sure, but a consistent practice is what's going to keep your back, your body feeling good overall. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much. I'll see you again on your mat soon.